Hello everybody, my name is Scryptar, welcome back to OmniFactory. Not much has changed since last time, just, you know, the tiniest bit, like that little thing that sits there. That's a Fairy Flare Lantern. Finally got to make one of those. So let's have a quick look here. I showed you that already. It's just a little bit of gold, a little bit of glass, and a glowstone block. And we were just missing that. But due to our mob farm, we have a little bit of that. So that's pretty nice. What you do is you just plunk that down, and over time, it will just create light sources everywhere in the room. I think you can right-click this. Yes, line of sight disabled. If you enable that, then I would put a wall here, so that line of sight from this thing in that direction would be blocked, then it wouldn't create any light sources here. So if you have a mob farm somewhere, and you need a dark in there, and you want to put these around, then you just do this, and that was probably a mistake. And then it will only create light sources outside of that mob farm because it can't see inside. It's pretty nice. By default, I think it has 16 block radius. If I put F7 on, is it on? Yes, it's on. You can see it out there where all the mobs are. No yellow X's in here. I think we have one, like right over here. If I get rid of these two. Yes, right there. That is the sole purpose of these two. They just sit here for symmetry reasons for that one, because it wouldn't go away even after an hour of waiting. Yeah. This might even work down there, up there. I mean, it's a 16 radius. It's not just horizontally. I don't know how far up and down it goes. I haven't tested that yet. We will do some extensive testing, and we will also make more of these and put them down there in the mine shaft everywhere. So since last time, I did buy the silver ore, and I configured this guy to look for silver ore, and I actually found one of those veins that the book is talking about. I can't even remember what that thing was called. It was somewhere in here. Nope, not here. Well, don't know. Somewhere in here. It said if you haven't found the vein, then you can use this and buy stuff and do thing. Yeah, we did that. Alright. So this over there is new, right? That's just the bigger version of what we built there. So as you can see, we have sugarcane on SNAD with some water sources as you need them. We have the collectors over here picking everything up, and we have the same setup. There is the pistons, and over there is one observer. So whenever that last sugarcane in the row there, that one grows, then all of these fire, because there's redstone dust on top of here. I just have it disabled right now by putting a lever here. That's a pretty nice way to disable it. It grows pretty fast. Look at that. Yep, and now they're lying around here. The next time it fires, these also fire, because they are butt powered here. Or, well, that powers those and these power that. I don't really know. You know, redstone, vanilla stuff. There are some yellow X's over there, and a red X even, so that is a little bit of a concern. But then again, this thing is so fast. Look at it. Look at that. That was running for 10 minutes. Yep, so switch it off just by powering all those pistons. That also means all those X's go away. It's probably because these now let light through when they are extended. Something. I don't know. It's still coming in. So we do have fuel now, right? You can use this straight in here. 3000 RF per sugarcane. I think that's pretty good. We can also smelt it, or use it for smelting. Smelts 1.5 items. That's actually not too bad. That's what we're doing over there. That's also switched off, as you can see. I put a lever on that block to extend that piston. Geez, words. And that's switched off now because this thing is completely full. It's so full, it's backed up all the way in here. Yup. Nice. Put a crate down here. I did try to do some enchanting. One was successful. Look at that. Unbreaking 3 hammer. Yeah, I'm going to continue that. I'm going to continue to passively level over there. Well, it's not passively, really. I do have to do the killing currently. But yeah, it's working. It's pretty nice. It's good. That's all I did. That's all I did. Really. Alright. Let's continue from there. Where are we? Is there anything else I might have done? Yeah, well, I completed that. You know, we just had to make another block module, and yeah, you know, I did. So, there we go. Also did that. I went around out there killing rabbits, because that seems to be the only thing that spawns around here, other than that creeper. Yeah. And once we had enough rabbit hide, 4 make 1 leather, and we needed 3 leather to make that satchel. Don't even know where I put it. I think it's over here. Yep, right there. and another Imperial Flare Lantern. So this thing isn't that great per se, like there. You can hover over this and press Shift, and it says press V to enable auto-collect. Use while sneaking to configure. So now it's on blacklist mode, so I can set that on whitelist, and then I can put, I don't know, gold ore in here and some other things. Not that many, right? And then it will only pick up that. Alright. And this, just right click, that's the inventory space. It's not much. But, as everything thermal expansion, you can upgrade this. Alright, there's multiple ways to do so. You can dye things, and it doesn't really seem to do anything because it looks exactly the same. Yeah, but if we had an Invar ingot and some tin nuggets, how do we do that? Invar dust, iron dust, and nickel dust. I think we have iron and nickel, and that's probably just that right there, right? Then we could upgrade to the next level, and that should be another row of storage. Do we have nickel? And we do have iron, obviously. So let's start off with that. Let's take one of this, and I don't know how much we need. We also need to make a new mortar and pestle. I'm pretty sure the last one we did died. Yes. Somewhere in here. What do we need? Stone and wrought iron, if we wanted to go with that one. Or we could just use regular iron, probably. And we're just gonna do that. And thank you. I'm gonna put that one in here. Or in there. Doesn't matter. I kind of want to lock that one. I'm pretty sure we might use that one again, but I don't want to lock all the things. It just doesn't seem to be a thing that we want to do. Let's use it in here. Alright, so we wanted to do what exactly? We need Invar, that. And that was smelting of that. And this is the thing I want. So, iron dust, nickel dust. Picked up the nickel. Good. I can just do it here, right? That's dark steel. That's not nickel. What am I doing? Also, all the iron is gone. Yeah, I put that in the crafting table. I know. Oh, we had wrought iron. Scryptar, what are you doing? Derp. Herp. Which one? Where did we put all the iron? We didn't use there. We didn't use all the iron. I'm pretty sure we did not. So we have a little bit. There you are. So that was like there and there, right? Give me that. And then we can do this. And this didn't work. No? Okay. Sure, you have to be different. You definitely have to be different than everybody else, because that's just how you work. Oh, I could have, yeah, I could have just done this. There. Lovely, 6 of them. And we don't need that many. Now we go and smelt you. I can put it in here. I could have put that in there, I know. Shut up. Okay, so this upgrades to that with a tin nuggets. Where's my tin? Zinc, steel, raw iron stuff. It was somewhere up here before I resorted it. There you go. Nope. Hold W when you click it, and then it puts it up there. If it's down here, well, you know that, right? If you just shift click, it switches between inventory and hotbar. If you hold W, so it's basically up, right? And you do that, it goes from here, up here, and then it goes up here. And if you hold S, it goes down here, and then down here. Pretty nice. Okay, so that's done. I'm telling you things that you already knew. I should probably make a crafting table on a stick here. Anyway, you upgrade gut. Now we have a hardened satchel. Hardened is the first upgrade in thermal expansion, as you can see. Second row. Yuppa. Next upgrade would be... Aha! Aluminium ingot and electrum nuggets. Oh, that's gonna be a totally different kind of beast to tackle. Electrum dust, gold, and silver. That's easy. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm gonna upgrade this a couple more times. I mean, you've seen how it works, right? Yeah, okay, that didn't work. So I was looking at this and it was looking pretty good until I realized that's actually aluminium ingot. To get that, you need the blast furnace. I mean, getting the aluminium dust is probably not the most problematic thing. I spoke too soon. That doesn't seem to be an easy way. We need centrifuged aluminium ore, so for that we need the centrifuge. Right there, which we get from impure pile of thing, crushed aluminium. Okay, yeah, okay, forget it. It's not gonna happen. Not right now. So, steam dynamo. This one down here. We had a look at that already last time a little bit, and we were running short on silver for these. We had 2 silver ingots, those, and we needed a third one. So since then, as I said, I have a silver block over here. I went and did some mining. Didn't do too much, really, but we do have enough to make this now. So let's get going on that. Where are we? What do we need? I've already made the 2 wrought iron gears, which was not you. Oh, I pressed R. Now everything's sorted. Lovely. This. So wrought iron plates, wrought iron rods. Yes, I did that because that's, the majority of just weird crafting. I also made a crafting table on the stick, because why not? Right there. We'll put that down here, actually. Alright, so we have those 2. We have the 2 copper plates. We have the iron furnace. Now we do need this one. For that we need this. Can we please do that? We have everything in here. Make 3. Thank you. And that should enable us to do this. I could have just left that in here because, yeah, there you go. So then, what else do we need? This guy, the excitation coil, and that's a thing. Boy, am I happy when we get autocraft. So we need 5 red alloy plates for this one. I already did the red alloy ingot, which, if you remember, I did it again. I pressed R. If you remember, that needed the red alloy dust, which is 1 copper and 4 redstone per. So that's 40 redstone and 10 copper to make 10 red alloy dust. Yeah, that. Right here. To make 10 red alloy ingots, which I have, so we can hammer those down into plates. 5 of them. Ugh. I can tell you. This is so much fun. Alright, so if we wanted to make this, what's missing? We have that. Go in here. Here, sword. There you go, sword. All the things, all the sorting. We need these 2. I should probably press R and not just click it. So we need 3 gold rods, which is 3 gold ingots. And we need that twice because we need 2 of those coils, right? So, back in here, back in there. This one maketh. Thank you, there's 2 of them. So if we put all that in there now, we should be able to make this. Yes. And then make this. Ah, lovely. We have a steam dynamo, everybody. Thank you very much. Questbook noticed. There you go. And that is actually a big thing to have. So, claim, only 5 coins, doesn't look that big, right? But it did unlock a couple things, it seems. Ooh, jetpacks. There, that's where we want to go. NIO conduits. Right here. Lovely. Infinite water. So this thing needs fossil fuel and water. You can feed the steam dynamo with water by hand, but you'll get sick of that soon enough. An infinite water source will take care of that for you. So 1 millibucket per tick. So we're getting 20 millibuckets. So that's 50 per second, right? 20 ticks is 1 second. So that's 50 seconds for 1 bucket. I hope we don't use more than 1 bucket per 50 seconds, otherwise this will not be enough. I already put that in here. That's quite easy to make. There is another one that I really would like to have. It's the Ender War, an infinite reservoir for water. Add 2 buckets of water for an infinite water source. That's all you need to do. Just chuck 2 water buckets in there and that's it. Produces 1 bucket per second. That's 50 times faster than that one. Yeah. Right click with the wrench to enable auto output. Nice. It's just meh. That we could do. Fused quartz. The basic version, please. We need an alloy smelter for that. It doesn't even seem like it would be doable with an NIO smelter. Is that even in here? Alloy. That one there. I mean, that's not the right block. That's just the one that looks like one, the decoration block. That's no, it's disabled. Look at that. Okay. As a cable facade, really? Sure, why not? Okay, so yeah, we would need this guy. Okay, that one right there is on the list to do, the primitive circuit. Copper wire, at least we have copper. Tin, yeah, we do have that, so that should be a thing we can do. As soon as we have power, because power is the thing that we need first. So we can't do that yet, so we need to do this one. Okay, where am I? Right here. Do we still have... Haha, right here. 6 of those, and those 2. And then I can just do this. Since we have our lovely crafting stick, might as well use it. Does that use up the buckets? No, just the water in the buckets. Well, that's cool then. Sure, how do we put that down? You're picking up what I'm putting down? Done. These are the preferred way to move fluids around, rather than GregTech pipes. Incredibly flexible and powerful that make fluid crafting almost bearable. Almost? Pressurized fluid conduit. Yes, so there's the regular fluid conduit. If you put lava in there, it just, it explodes. Pressurized one, it can do that, no problem. And then there's more. I think there is the ender fluid conduit, if we're lucky, because that just moves the fluids around instantly. So you could have that attached to a water block over there, and a machine using it over there, and it would just be transported instantly. It doesn't have to go through the actual pipe, which is pretty cool. So, how are we going to set this up? What I want to do is take you and put you somewhere where you're not in the way. How about here? And then I'm going to take that and put it right here. Good, so that should be fed with stuff. So I can leave this running, then after a while, well, first of all the hoppers will fill up, then these will fill up, so we have a bunch of storage. I mean, that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 72 stacks that can fit in here. And there's another 5 per hopper, so it's another 40. That's 100 and something stacks. That's not as much as in here, I think, but, it's enough storage. And whenever this thing actually runs out, we just let this run for 10 minutes and it should be full again. Cool. I think I need to turn you. Can we make that wrench? What was it, the crescent hammer? That thing? A. Because I need that. Tin and iron. Sure, can do. I say that. I don't even know if I have all the things. Iron, 1, 2, 3. Tin, 1. Lovely. Ah, I feel better as soon as I have that in my hand. Yes. Why? Because it's a lovely tool. I should probably put that here. Doop, doop, doop. And now we're able to turn this and twist this. That's the way, I believe. I think you have to feed it from the bottom, and power goes out on the knob on the top here. So that's where you would have your machines attached. Don't need any of that right now. Tuning up the hotbar a little bit. This one, hopefully, we can just plug there. Yes, we can. Oh, yes, we so can. So if we do this for a second or two, really just needs to run once. Thank you. Ah! Generating RF, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this has 2 slots by default. Usually it doesn't have any until you upgrade. Nice. You have some redstone control, so you can say only when you get a signal will you actually do something, see it stop there. Or you can just say, well, run. Run, Forest, run. Yeah, sure, that's our output. Maximum is 40 RF per tick. The closer this gets to the top, as you can see here, the less power we actually produce. Because we do have enough energy stored, it doesn't need to produce as much. It basically loses efficiency because it still smells up that item, it's just the power you get out of it per item goes down. Yeah. I think that's how that works, right? Because your burn time is 300 ticks, so that doesn't change. It's still 300 ticks, but now it's 14 RF we get per one of these 300 ticks. Now it's only 13. So what you want is this empty all the time. So you basically want to feed this into a big, big battery so that this stays empty all the time. You get 40 RF per tick, which means you get the most out of each sugarcane that you put in there. Not that it's really that necessary. Okay, I'll leave you running for now. What are we ever going to do with this? We have a big storage of sugarcane now, which is lovely. And it seems like this is keeping up. It's filling up. I might even be able to just have a second one here. Not with a hopper chain, though. I need some other way to feed that, then. Anyway, we're getting power and we're not doing anything with it. It's a bit of a thing. You should stop 0 F per tick as soon as you reach the top, but this won't stop burning. We just don't get any more power out of it, but it still will burn all the fuel. There is an upgrade for that. Augment. Those are the things. Somewhere in here, and you can see this says augment machines processing speed. Yes. So it tells you what it does on the machines. So if you hold shift and you go through here, you will find it eventually. Some of these says like they're phytogenic insulator. This only works in a machine called a phytogenic insulator, so it's no use doing that in a steam dynamo compactor. I think the dynamos are usually at the bottom here somewhere.
A few moments later.
It's somewhere in here. Believe me. More energy is produced by fuels. Fuel catalyzer. Yeah. Yeah, who cares? We have sugarcane, but there is one augment that you can put in there and it basically stops burning fuel whenever it, is full. See, this is still going, even though it's not really doing much. Oh well, we have it. Might as well. This is full. This is getting there. This guy should fill up now because this one is full. Well, almost. Okay. So what am I going to do with all that power? Where do we put that into? Well, it wants us to do this. Conductive iron energy conduit, which can transfer 512 micro I or RF per tick. Well, this one produces 40 RF per tick, so that's totally okay to use one of these. I'm pressing all the buttons. One of these to transfer the energy. Do we need that? Probably. Oh, this is also something I should do. Alloy cable, we had that at one point. Resistor, never made those, I think. Go ahead and craft a primitive circuit. This is where your work table setups will really shine. Yeah, if we had all the resources and it had a distributed well, then it would. We're making a lot of circuits. Oh, that's great. And then we're getting into this. LVCF and battery buffer. And this, I think, converts the RF energy from this into this low voltage tier that we're actually using for GregTech. This is what we want so we can power the machines that we're using. Ranges galore. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look into these conduits. We need them anyway, right? Conduit. There's a lot of conduits. Ender fluid, yes. Conductive iron energy conduit. So we need conduit binder and we need conductive iron wire, which is conductive iron plate with tin snips. And that is just that, and that is that, and that is iron dust. That's easy. I like that. I'd like to have these machines, please. And as you can see, these are low voltage, so we could use these as soon as we have that energy conversion thing. So I'm gonna quickly do the conduits, I think. Any hold up here? That's standard recipe, right? So we need gravel, we need sand, we have a little gravel. Clay. We don't have any clay yet. I haven't seen any clay around yet. Pretty sure we don't. No? Nope. So I took 1 stack of iron and 1 stack of redstone. I pulverized it into iron dust. I made 1 stack of conductive iron dust, which should smelt into 1 stack of conductive iron ingots, right? I don't know. It seems this diamond furnace gives you something extra every once in a while. Well, I also went out and got some clay. Not too much, because if you look around us, there's clay everywhere. Like that. So as soon as we get into being able to make that up there back into clay, we should have all the clay in the world. And I'm pretty sure that is a thing. Let's see. So clay can be made from clay balls, also from clay dust. And clay dust is a pulverization of pretty much any terracotta makes 4 clay dust. So any terracotta block makes 4 clay dust, same as any clay block would make 4 clay balls. And then yes, you can do all kinds of stuff with it, but you can just put that straight into clay without going through, I don't know, smelting this into balls or anything. So as soon as we have the pulverizer going, I think we're good. I think there's enough here. Probably. So that shouldn't be a big thing. But we do have some. I mean, there's 18 blocks and 2 clay, and we have all this conduit binder. So let's get to work on that. We want to do something like this, right? This needs to be plates, and then we need the snips. Those. Okay, so let's make those. Right, 32 of them. And these can be turned into that. All of them. And that's nearly broken now. Perfect. So then we can use all this stuff and make all kinds of conduits, but the ones we are going to make right now are these. So for 3 wires and 6 binders, we get 3 conduits. So every wire is a conduit. That's actually not too bad. How many do we need? How about all of them? So that's 32 of those, and then double the amount, so 64 of these. That means you would get 32. Well, yes, technically, but you know. 3 times 10 is 30, and then there's 2 left. Okay, yeah, I can live with that, sure. Go away. Lovely. No, you. I'm gonna put you back over here. Basic energy, right. I did do some achievements in the meantime. I'm not grout. That's what you get when you craft the binder composite. It's a kind of a play on words there, because grout is crafted with the same ingredients, and that's Tinker Smeltery. So, yeah, pretty cool. Universal binder, as soon as that's smelted, you get that, and then basic energy, you just saw that. Lovely. So, let's do this one right here. We needed only 1, but now we have FU. That did not unlock anything, but now we can have a look in here. The crescent hammer, Yeta wrench, and that we have that. We have that. How difficult is the Yeta wrench? That's the Ender IO wrench. Shouldn't be too... shouldn't be, but is. Okay, so 3 iron and iron gear, which... okay, so we can't even do that any other way than machines. That is the best machine. Thermal expansion. Look at that. Gear working die. Okay, yes. This is something we want to set up. Can we do something like this? That we've already made. We can do that. That we have. No problem. Machine frame we're going to have a look in a second. Bronze ingot we have. Copper gear? No, bronze ingot we don't have. Copper we have. And copper gear we can only make with that. Look at you. Crap. So compactor needs stuff that you can only make with a compactor. Lovely. And machine frame? Stainless steel plate around a thermal device casing, which is mana infused ingot. Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to get mana infused ingot? The blast furnace. Yes. Okay, that's a thing we can't do just yet. What other ways are there? Fluid solidifier. So if we had molten iron and that gear, cast, die, whatever, we can make that. That's a little more than half a bucket. Yeah, okay. Or alloy smelter needs 8 instead of 4 then. And we need the mold. And we need the alloy smelter, which is the first thing we want to do anyway. Okay, so we have that, right? So what are we going to do with this? I mean, we can go over here and attach it. I kind of don't want you there. I actually want you in that corner. It's just the way this is set up, I can't do that. If we had the other conduits, those guys that we can't make yet, because these are pain, right? Then we can put that in the corner. So what you can do is you can attach that here. You see it's attached, and then you have options when you right click. You can say it should insert or it should extract. Well, this one shouldn't insert, it should only extract, and then you see that little arrow there changes. The arrow going in is now gone. Right? Yeah, and always active. So you can even say active with signal, and then it won't extract unless you have a lever down here that gives it a redstone signal. and you have this red bandana around there that tells you this is now active, and even tells you which color that comes in. That's a little bit complicated. We're not going to talk about that right now. There you go. All gone. That's how it should be. And now we could just hook up machines all around these cables. It's just the machines we're going to make, they don't use these cables at all. So, do you actually work on these? In some packs they do, and some packs they don't. Yeah, shift right click and you just pick it up. You don't need to worry about it anymore. Okay, so next thing we need. Yeah, you know, all the things. Can't make that yet. We do have that. We do have that. So we're a little bit stuck right now. We need to go there. So we need to make this. And that is probably needed in a lot of things. Okay, so what do we need? That was the primitive circuit, right? Primitive. That guy. Let's put that over here. Can make, have made before. Yeah, easy. At least we do have all the paper in the world now. And a wrought iron plate. Right. You've seen me do all of these. Let me get to it. Be right back. There we go. So, complete. Got all the ingredients. And I actually made 3 primitive circuits right now. So that is done. Now, it seems like we can't unlock this right now. It doesn't mean we can't make it. Is that unlocked? It is unlocked. That's weird. I thought we had to go through here to unlock that. Right, never mind. We will have to go into this anyway. Putting it all together, yeah, I think that's where we have to go. So we need that, and we need that. CEF, LV, LV, CEF. Am I on the periodic table here or something? Whew. Okay, so with all the many components in place, it is time to merge them together into a single circuit. Go ahead and craft a primitive circuit. There. This is where you work to... Yeah, okay, so with your first circuit in hand, you now want to build a CEF. The CEF is a device that converts RF into EU, which is what GregTech machines need. Yeah, it would be too easy if we could just hook it up to RU. Anyway, CEF comes in 2 sizes, ×4 and ×16. Each slot can hold a single LV battery. So what does that mean? I have looked up LV CEF here, and as you can see, there is the item slot 4 and 16. See, that's pretty much the only difference other than maximum energy that can go in. This one can only take 512. Remember, we're only making 40, so doing this one might be a little bit of a thing. Look at the difference in recipes. It's just the cables that you use. This is the 4 times conductive iron wire, and this is the 16 times, which looks like a block. Okay, so that's pretty much the difference in these machines. There are more machines that have this difference. So, never hook up a cable with a thickness, not a thickness. That's something that I have. Less than the size of the CEF's number of slots. So if you make a 4 times or a 4 item slot CEF, you have to hook up a 4 time cable. You can do a 16 time cable, but if you do the 16 CEF, you should not hook up a 4, only a 16. I don't even know what those numbers are for other than throughput. So yeah. Well, in this thing right here, it means that when this is crafted, it has an inventory, a 2x2 grid for batteries. And as you've seen in here, we're going to make some power storage. These are the batteries that we're going to make. Small battery hull, yes. And that goes in there. So if we have a 16, then we obviously can hold more energy. So that's advisable to do, but probably not for starters. Also, I should turn that off. Jeez, I completely forgot about that. Are we full? Well, almost. Yeah. The only issue with this setup is everything will get funneled into this one. So as soon as this thing is full, it will get stuck in here, which means as soon as this is full, that guy can't output anymore. That guy over there still can. So this can still run until this hopper is full. So these machines, one after one, will be unable to output into here, which means they will be unable to pick up. Aha. Can't get it from here. Well, that's gonna despawn eventually, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, so we're gonna use these. Why did I make 3? Well, it says we're gonna need some more of them, and also the alloy smelter, the first thing we really want. Do I have that in here somewhere? No. Jeez. Basic alloy smelter. This one needs 2, as you can see. And then some basic materials that we also need for this guy, CF. See, right there. It's pretty much the same ingredients. That's a lot of wrought iron. Alright, let's get started on this guy. Let's see what we have to do here. Where do we start? We have a chest, we have conductive iron. Well, we don't have a chest yet, but that's easily fixed. If I can ever find it. Done. What else? That is done, so we need the conductive iron wire. The 4 times, which comes from 2 2 times, which come from 2 1 time, which is conductive iron plate with that. Did we do that somewhere earlier? I'm pretty sure we did. Right here. How many can we make out of those? So we need 2 of these to make that, and then we need 2 of these to make that. So we get 4 times. Lovely. And we can take this and put it back into these, and then we can put those back in here. Yes. Okay, cool. So 2 of those done. And I think this guy, let's put that over here, doesn't need any of them. We need that from copper though. But at least we have enough copper. Just need to make that into plate. Can we do that already? We can do it in here. It's all set up. We might need another hammer though, which is relatively easy to do. Okay, well, one thing after the other, right? So we have all of this. We just need that. And for this guy, we also need that. So might as well make 2 straight away. So that's 3 wrought iron and some tin cable. And tin cable is just tin wire and rubber sheet. And this obviously is a plate with it's always the same, right? Let me get some basic crafting going here so you don't have to watch that. And I'll be right back if I encounter something interesting or if we're nearly done. Yeah, so I had to go and grab some more tin because we were running out of tin, and then I had to actually buy lithium ore. Why did I have to do that? Well, because once we get into putting batteries in there, like these, you know, we have the choice between cadmium, lithium, and sodium, and you see these hold 80,000 jeez, 120,000 and 100,000. So why didn't I go for cadmium? Well, because it says in the quest book, if I ever find it again. Is it in here? Nope. Well, if it's not in here, then it's up here, because I already made the battery hull. Lithium is possible to find. Lithium batteries are the best option by far, with the largest storage capacity and no downsides. So I don't know what downsides we have with the 120,000 storage, but I didn't just want to try. So yeah, got that, ground that down in the mortar, so now we have lithium dust, so we can do this. And you see I have the other recipes ready, so might as well. That guy. Of course you just had to mix and match there, right? And the basic alloy smelter, please. Yeah. Now we just need 4 conductive iron cable 4 times. That's better. There you go. So, claim that. Good. Now we need to put it all together. So you have all the parts to power your machines. Now put it together. Your steam dynamo needs burnable fuel. Half will output RF power through the excitation coil. Yes, the red bit at the top. Orientation of the steam dynamo can be adjusted with a crescent hammer. Half done. Although energy conduits can be used, the CF will transform the power into EU and has a tiny internal buffer. Yes. So then we want to have a wire mill and a compressor. It's good, yeah. But for now, we do want to have that CF attached to it. So CF. We're gonna put you here. Is that the right way around? Probably. I'm gonna put you in here. Are you getting stuff? Oh, look at you, you're getting things. You kinda stopped because these fill up first. Alright. And then the cables are attached to this red dot. Did that do a light update? That's interesting. Okay, so cables right there. Now we want to have this guy, the alloy smelter, right here. It's attached and it has power. Whoo! Nice. So with this one right here, when that is toggled, you have auto output. So you could potentially do, I don't know, crate on top. Maybe it's only at the bottom. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. But I know that this one is auto output. And then allow overclocking. You can probably put overclocker upgrades in there of sorts, or you can just feed it more power than it can handle. I don't know how that works. We will get into that. But we do have an alloy smelter. We do have power. We do have things going for us. And the water seems to be keeping up. And since this is now empty, all 40,000 RF have now been pushed into here at a conversion rate of I don't know what to. 1 to 10? 1 to 12? Looks like it. Is that in here somewhere? No. Well, it's probably in here somewhere. We just have to find it. Anyway, that is done. And next time we're going to make a wire mill and a compressor so that we can actually make wires much easier, as it says there. And plates from 1 ingot instead of 2. Yes, please. Thank you very much. This is what we wanted. And we're there. We're putting it all together. We have put it all together. Now we can do this one. Look at us. Da-da-da-da. So what do we need to do for that guy? Yow!